All right, when you want to link to a new resource or a new media file like a document or an image or a video, you need to be able to create that document, make sure it has a unique name. So this one is just called example document, but if I had another example document, I might put this one as version 1 and that is version 2, because if they have the same name and you put it into the media part of WordPress, it will overwrite the original file, which sometimes you don't want. So let's pretend this is a syllabus and this is one we've updated in August 2019. Then we put syllabus August 2019, so that it's not going to ever overwrite previous syllabi, which you might need. So anyway, when we go into the back end of the site, whenever we're adding media, usually what you're going to do is go to the media section and upload it first, and then grab the link for that media and then put it somewhere else. Now, usually with images, you don't actually have to do all that. You can just find, once you upload the images here, they're going to be available when you're building a page. Usually it's with things like documents where you have to take that link and then you want to link a certain part of text to open that document. So for right now, what we want to do is pretend like we're going to update one of these syllabi. So for each of these, when we click, we want them to download this PDF document that we have right here. So we're going to go to Media Library and choose Add New. And we can either drag this or we can select files and then choose it that way. I prefer to drag it, so I'm going to drag it in. And it should pop up right here. So once we have that example document in the media library, we can click on it, preview it, and then this is the URL. So this is like the exact location, the exact destination of this document. So we need to copy this, so Control C. And I'll go ahead and close that. And now we need to find this page, the syllabus page, and we need to find this button where we want to change out the document. So we're going to come over here and I'm going to go to Pages. And I'm going to choose, where is syllabi? There it is. And when I get in here, sometimes with these pages, you may or may not be able to see some of the building elements. So this says it's blank, but it's not actually blank. It's all these like page building blocks down here. Building boxes, not blockses. I don't know what that word is, but so what you're going to do is each one of these is sort of like a Lego, and each one of these Legos has different features. So for instance, this Lego allows it to be this wide and have this icon to start, and it's this color blue, and it has this text on it, and when it clicks, it's going to open a specific file. This Lego down here allows us to have 6 different Legos in it, and each of these Legos has their own icon, etc. So all of these things are made up of those boxes. So when we come over here, you can see this one says type of course, CCNS button, GT courses, non-GT courses. So if we look up here, this is type of course, CCNS website, looks like that block was a button, and then you have GT courses and non-GT courses. So if I wanted to come over here and edit one of these, like let's say there was a misspelled word, you wanted to change something in here, I would kind of look and try to figure out which block houses that content. And then I would come over here and say, okay, I think this is it. And I'm going to hit the edit button and I'm going to change what I need to change here. And if you want to, you can look through here and see if there's anything that you want to change. If you want to try it, go ahead, like put a cloud in there and see what happens. And just remember that later on, if you don't like that setting, remember what you changed in here so that you can come back in here and delete what you changed. So I don't really want to change anything in here, but I would hit save changes if I wanted to save them, or X if I actually didn't. So down here, I think I'm looking for a button, and I specifically want to do a pre-filled GT templates in D2L. Let's pretend that's what our exact example document is. So I'm going to hit the edit button, and as you can see, it's going to have this link. I actually don't know why it's going to banner. But anyway, that link, and if you triple click, you can get it highlighted all. And I usually just delete because I don't want to have any of that URL in there. And sometimes when you highlight, you leave a little bit out, and that can make the link break. So I like to make it totally empty and then Control V as in Victor to paste that whole document. So now you can see it's going to the website and it's actually going to do that example document. Now I could again hit save and test this out, but I don't actually want to replace that template. So you're just going to have to pretend. Now, once you've changed something, just because you saved it in that block doesn't mean that you've actually updated the page. You have to save it in that block, and then you also have to hit update. So once you hit update, what you can do is come in here and hit refresh, and you should be able to see those changes. So if I had changed some words here, I should be able to see them. And if I had a new template, I should be able to click here and download and make sure, and you always should double check it to make sure that it is the one that you just uploaded. If it's not, then it's probably just that you didn't save either the block or you didn't update it. And also when you update it, I haven't updated anything, but if I do, see how it's loading? While it's loading, you can't come over here and hit refresh and see if it worked. You have to actually wait for it totally to load that update. And then once it does, come over here, refresh it, and you should be good to go.